What's up, everybody? This is AfroDJMac. I'm here with my 26th free Ableton Live Rack download, and I'm pretty excited about this one because it means I've been doing this for 6 months now. And I want to thank you for your support. I've met a lot of cool people, and it's really turned into something a lot of fun to do. And again, thank you so much. This week is a rack made out of an SQ-80 on the Hush preset. Now, I got these samples from Tom over at waveformless.blogspot. Tom is a pretty cool site over here if you haven't checked it out, where he has a freeform discussion of electronic music and the techniques and gears used in making it. And every Friday he puts out a free sample Friday. Last week was the SQ-80 Hush, and I downloaded them and racked them up. So thank you to Tom for letting me do that, and please check out his site. There's a lot of cool stuff on there, a lot of great information and cool samples every week. So this is what an SQ-80 looks like. I've never touched one before, but it looks kind of cool. And this is basically what the sound sounds like. Reminds me of like Beat It or Bad, one of those old Michael Jackson songs. But let's see. So I've racked it up, and then we got it in our sampler here, and I've macroed up your filter as well as your resonance, so you can play around with those right there. If we go into our LFO, we see we have the rate mapped out, and also down here is the amount that this LFO will affect the filter frequency, which is that knob right there, or this one right here. So we can play around with our filter that way, make it move. Okay. Also, I've mapped LFO2 to control a sample offset and the LFO1 rate. So first I'll let you hear how it affects LFO1's rate. We got this sound here. As I turn this up, you hear it's not quite as regular. Let me give you a faster rate, you hear better. So you're just changing around one LFO rate within another LFO rate. Kind of a cool little trick to give some variety into your sounds. Also, what this LFO does is change where the sample starts. So I'm going to turn off our first LFO, and normally the sample starts like this. Or let me give you a full range. Okay. There's a whole bunch of samples just so you see here. Normally, it starts right in the beginning. By turning this offset knob, this LFO2 rate, which affects our offset, now our sample starts somewhere else. And, it's kind of just depends on chance when you hit the button or the key. But it changes the attack of this sound. So, also you'll notice I did loop this particular sample, all these samples. If you don't like that, you can just highlight them all, and then go to your sustain mode and just click the standard. It's like a one-shot, just plays from the beginning to the end. And you get something like that. I like the loop, and it plays it backwards, so I'm going to stick with that. Also, if you're feeling like having a little fun, you can reverse the sample, which will give you this. Let's see, where is this? You're going to start, and it gives you the nice fade in, and then it goes into the loop. Again, you can turn that loop off, and you'll get something like this, which is cool. Maybe turning the loop off is better for reverse. I guess depends on your application. Anyway, I've also just mapped out the pan knob so you can play around with where this sound takes place in the stereo field. The attack knob plays around with our global attack setting. You can see that move there. Just turns the volume up at either instantly or, you know, over say a second, up to 20. Same idea with the release. I let go of the key and it's gonna ring out for 60 seconds, which might be long, so let's do like 4, 3. So, you know, your typical attack and release right here. And finally, one last thing I wanted to show you is that Tom included the power down sound on this keyboard. So when it turns off, it makes kind of a cool sound, and he included it here. There it is. It's actually a pitched down version. Let's see if we can get the original here. And as you start, I've pitched it around a little, so got all different kinds of sounds here. And if you hold them down, it will loop and play them backwards, which I think sounds really awesome. And there you have it. That's the rack. Again, I want to thank you guys for all your support. It's been 6 months, and I'm loving every minute of it. I hope to see you again next week. Take care.